Hello, so we're going to learn to play the duet Last Waltz. So you're going to be doing the top bit. So just to explain a bit about in your music here, the bit on the left, which says duet part, that's the bit that your teacher plays, or if you're doing it at home and someone else in your family plays, like your mum and your dad, they could maybe play this duet part here. And then on the right-hand page, this is the bit that you're going to be learning. The first thing to say is that both the upper and the lower parts, so the right hand and the left hand, are using treble clef. So in other words, that first note here, which is for the left hand, the lower hand, starts on E above middle C with your fourth finger. And also, can you see there's some sharps there? And then your right hand is starting with your thumb on that note there, which is going to be B. Now, I'm not going to point out every note in this because that's going to be something you'll be working on in your lesson with your teacher. But it's really important just to be able to find your own hand positions to start these off. So fourth finger down there on E, and then this be your thumb up here. The other thing to say is it's Andante, which is walking speed, and the sort of thing you might get asked about by the examiner when you finally do the exam. So anyway, let's have a look at the first bit. Now, waltzes are always in threes. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So then you've got to think of a 3 at a walking speed. 1, 2, 3, 1, something like that. Now this first bit, so there's my fourth finger. Here's middle C, if you're not too sure where we are on this camera shot. So middle C there, lower hand, fourth finger on the E there. Now those first four notes, if you have a look in your music, you'll see you start on the fourth finger and then you have two sharps. So it'll be F sharp and a G sharp, and then one more note to A. And then it switches over into the right hand part and your thumb will be on B. So in other words, you're just going to be carrying straight on over into the other hand. So let me show that again. So you start on 4, you walk up, G sharp, F sharp, sorry, G sharp, thumb on A, the other thumb on B, up one more note, and if you look at the end of your first bar, you'll see the notes go down one, and you have a minim, which is a long note, and then it goes back into the other hand on the thumb. So there's a very definite pattern there. We're going up. We're going from the E. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm going to show you that again. So here's the fourth finger. Now, as I say, the feel of this is in threes, but these notes that we've got here are all quavers, and quavers like to run 2 to a beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then you have a minim which will hold for 2. 1, 2, 3, and a crotchet there. So I'll show you that. So the feel of this will be you see? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to do one more. You might like to pause the video and have a go yourself, or just have a go playing along with me now. So if I count to 3, I'm going to start on this fourth finger again. Then I've got the two sharps. My thumb will end up on the A. Then I'll be going over into the right hand part, the thumb on the B, up a note to C, back to B with a long note, and then finally back down to that A. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Last thing to say is it's marked P, piano, which is quiet. I'm going to show you one more bit for this video. Don't want to do too much at once, but I just want to show you the next little bit. So we've just ended there, and then we've got this little bit here. It's going to get louder, crescendo, and then it's going to get a little bit quieter, diminuendo, dying away. So crescendo, gradually getting louder, diminuendo, gradually getting quieter. But it's happening over a fairly short time. Let me just show you this next bit here. You've still got your thumb on B in the right hand. So that'll be the B there. And it's going to go B, up, up. But here, for the first time, we have what I always call a skip. Third is the proper name for it. A skip is where you're going to miss a note out. So you're going from the D there, which will be the third finger. You're skipping up to your fourth finger on F. That's right, so the top line should be F. Every good boy deserves football. And then you're coming down in what I call steps. The next note, down, down, and then up one. So let me show you what that would look like. So there's the B. So I'm going to walk up 3 notes, skip, so I'm going to miss out the note and the finger, skip up, see what I mean? And then down, down, and up. So, I'll show you that again. And I'm trying to make a nice sound there by having nice gently curved fingers and making the highest note the loudest one. So I'm going to start quiet, get louder, and die away a little bit. So this is everything we have, and I think this is plenty to work with for your first session on this. So we've got the 4th finger down on the E. So the first phrase goes up 2 sharps. You come back to that and hold it, and then down. Then start the new phrase. And there we have it. I'll show you again. And then make sure you can play that before you do anything else, and then in the next video I'll show you how to put in the next part of that.